Hey guys, Kaiwan from Kaiwan Production. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. This video is one of the most requested videos so far on this channel, so stay tuned. Since I created a series called How to Edit Like Famous Photographer on Instagram, I got a ton of requests about Kai.boet. If you don't know who's Kai.boet, he's one of the most famous photographer on Instagram now, and he has some amazing piece of art of portrait. And not only he's a great artist, he's a very kind person, and fortunately he's a very long friend of mine. And I asked him, I'm gonna make a video about you since I got a ton of requests from you guys. He agreed, and not only he agreed, he gave me one of his original photo so I can work on it and show you guys a little bit of tools of. Take this video as an inspiration to create your own style with it. Don't just go copy the same thing as Kai do. He also gave me some tips and tricks that you can pretty much shoot and edit perfectly. Yeah guys, so without him this video wouldn't be made. So the link of his Instagram page will be in the description box below. Go check him out, support him, show some love to his pictures. He totally deserves all the support. He has some amazing piece of art in his page. Guys, don't rush it. The edit is not everything. Almost 80% of his great perfect shot is the way he shoots. So first of all, let's start with some tip that he gave me to shoot pretty much in a great way. So the first thing is lighting. Even the best editor cannot nail a good shot if the lighting situation is bad. So keep that in mind. The second one is skin retouching. Don't go over editing with retouching the face. A plastic look on face can destroy the prettiest model. So once you use frequency separation, don't go too crazy with it. So once you're done with retouching, the third thing is color. Color is really important to combine and match the color between each color in the photo. So also that's really important. You can use selective color in Photoshop to get benefit from that. And I also noticed a couple things from his photo. He also has some extra thing in his photo, which is overlay, sometimes light, and that's what makes his photos more interesting to look at it. And also we have bokeh overlay. So these couple like simple edit retouching can make a huge difference. Another thing he does while he retouching the face is dodge and burn. He really go with amazing dodge and burning. He pop out the face in a great way. And as you can see from his gallery, his most photos are covered with a amazing black vignette around the portrait. Each portrait has a kind of like black vignette over the photo. And also the way he sharp his photos is so cool. So yeah guys, enough talking, let's just jump to the Photoshop. Hold up guys, I gotta pay some bills. Before you continue this video, there's a link of my store in the description box below. You can go check it out. There is a lot of free and good stuff for Photoshop. There's a lot of good overlay, free preset. Just go check it out, and yeah, you may be interested. Alright guys, so here we are in Photoshop, and as you can see, this is a raw file photo taken by the legend himself, Kai. And this is the raw file photo. He kind of like to shoot in a kind of like dark, covered in a really good situation light. So as you can see, the light is pretty good on her face. So that's how he shoot, and as I mentioned it in the first intro of this video. Alright, so here in the raw file photo, I just want to do a little of change in the basic adjustment. So as you can see, it's kind of dark, so I just want to go ahead and add a little of highlight around something around plus 34. I think it's good. And now I want to add some shadow a little bit to bring back the detail in the dark lighting. So around 15 is good. Alright, so I think I'm done with the basic adjustment. I just want to go to the next thing, which is camera calibration. So in camera calibration, basically you can adjust the colors as you want. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bring down some of the hue on blue primary around minus 60. And then I want to bring down some saturation. I don't want to go with too much the red skin, so I just want to bring down the saturation to around minus 27. So as you can see, we kind of got like a redness on her face. So if you want to reduce that, all you have to do is just go to red primary and add some hue around plus 43.
And I want to bring down some saturation. I want to go to the orange a lot, so I just want to bring down some saturation to around minus 26. So as you can see, what I did basically, I just kind of like corrected the color on her skin. We can say I just added a little bit of brownie, like a tone, like a skin tone, which is really cool. Yeah guys, so that's it pretty much in Camera Raw. Now all I have to do is just go to click on the open image. So yeah. Alright, so now after we open the image, I'm going to crop the image for a Instagram size. So as you can see, if you want to go ahead and crop the image for only Instagram, you will go to choose 4:5, which is A10. So all you have to do is just click here and you can get pretty much the same size, cropping size that Instagram support. So I'm just gonna go do a little bit here. So now all I have to do is just click OK, and we crop the image really nicely. And now all you have to do is just duplicate the background. You can also duplicate it with Ctrl+J or Command-J on your keyboard. And then I'm gonna rename this as a original. Alright, so now I'm gonna zoom in, and what I'm gonna do basically, I'm gonna remove some spot on her face. So to remove spot, all you have to do is just go to spot healing brush tool here, and then make sure the hardness is kind of like around 70 and the size is kind of like small. Go with a small brush, and now all you have to do is just paint over the spot, and automatically you can see the result is really good. Like you can get spot removed in an easy way. And I'm gonna speed up a little bit so I can save you more time. Alright, so I think I'm done with removing spot on her skin, and as you can see, it can make a huge difference. So this is before, after, and now I'm going to do a method called frequency separation. And guys, make sure you take your time with removing spot. Is really important before you apply frequency separation method. And now to apply frequency separation method, all you have to do is just duplicate the original layer 2 times, or we can say twice, and rename the first layer with we can say low, and this one with texture. Alright, so now what I'm going to do basically, I'm going to hide the texture layer, and then I'm gonna go to add some noise. We have dust and scratch to the low layer. Make sure you don't go too crazy with this radius number, because if you go with too much radius, pretty much you're gonna disappear the whole skin. So please make sure you still maintain the edge of her eyes, as you can see. So this is gonna help you a lot to maintain the skin texture. So I think I'm gonna go with number 11, and also make sure you remember the radius number, which is 11 right now, because you're gonna use it later on. So click OK, and now unhide the texture layer, and then we're going to image, and then we have apply image, and then I'm going to merge the layer with low layer, then click on invert, and then all you have to do is just change the blending mode to add, and make sure the scale is 2. Alright, so that's easy. Click OK, and you can pretty much get a gray layer like this. So all you have to do is to make it disappear, you're going to change the normal length to linear light. Alright, so that's it. It's very easy, unique. And now we created a frequency separation, and now you're going to click on low layer, and then we are going to lasso tool, and make sure the feather is around something 15. So once you select specific area, you'll get a smooth edge around it. And frequency separation is really good for removing patch, or we can say correcting the color on the skin, which is really effective, and it's really popular from by most photographers, famous photographer. They use this technique to pretty much clear up the skin. Alright, so enough talking. Now after you select the area that you want to go with frequency separation, go to filter, then blur, and then we have Gaussian blur. And remember the same number that we put it on the radius on distance scratch, so it was 11. So just go with the same number and then click OK. And now you're gonna pretty much do the same thing for this specific area, and you don't have to pretty much go to blur, Gaussian blur all the time. All you have to do is just hold Alt, Control, and then F together. So all you have to do is just hold Alt, Control, and F together. Pretty much do the same process with the same radius number. Hey guys, so as you can see, it's really effective. I already can see the skin retouching is clearing up, and don't go too crazy with it. Like, don't overdo it, because it's gonna, the skin is gonna look like a plastic, which is, make sure you avoid that. Also guys, remember one thing, don't go apply it on the edge, especially for example here, because it's gonna look very, like, it's gonna look blurry. As you can see here, it's not realistic, so please avoid that. Just apply it over the skin like this, so you can get a better result and more realistic. Alright guys, so yeah, that's it. I'm gonna zoom out, and then I'm going to basically, I'm gonna make a group out of it. I'm gonna hold shift and click on the original, then Control G to make a group. Then I'm gonna rename it with frequency separation. Alright guys, so after frequency separation method, we have another method called dodge and burning. So this is a great process to make the face pop out in a very effective way, and this is the very popular way to really pump the photo out. So all you have to do is just create a layer and then rename it with dodge and burn, so you can always organize your layer, which is really good. It's kind of like give you a feeling that you're more pro. So yeah, to create dodge and burn layer, all you have to do is just hold shift and backspace together on your keyboard, and there will be a section come out. It's called fill. So basically you can fill this layer with anything. You have foreground color, background color, we have color, and in my case I'm going with 50% gray, and then click OK. And then all you have to do is just change the normal blend to overlay to disappear the gray look. Okay, so now we have two tools here, dodge tool and burn tool. Okay, so first of all, I'm going with dodge tool. I don't think I'm gonna need burn tool in this case, but I'm gonna take a look. Let's see. So now make sure the hardness is 0%. Also make sure the exposure is not that much, like around 20. It could be great. So you can basically apply it slowly. So in dodge and burn tool, we dodge pretty much this forehead, this area. It really can affect the retouching, and we can also paint dodge. We dodge here too on her cheek, and also over her nose here. You're gonna paint a little bit, and as you can see, it's already affecting the portrait in a really good way. Here we have a little bit, and we're gonna paint here a little bit too, but not too much. Don't go over it too much. And over her lips a little bit. Same, not too much. Yeah. And we can also paint over her inside line eyes, which is we can make the eyes more pop out, and it's really effective. I really like to use this dodge and burning to pop out the eyes too. So yeah guys, pretty much like that. We can paint over here too. And also the hair, which I forgot about it to mention it before, after. And I want to go to paint over the brighten line of her hair. All you have to do is just paint slowly, and yeah, like that. Alright, so pretty much we're done with dodge tool, and now I'm gonna use a little bit of a burn tool. but in a really low exposure. I don't want to go too over editing the burn tool because it's already kind of dark. As you can see, it's already kind of dark. So just play a little bit of it, add a little of the tool to here. Yeah guys, so pretty much like that, and you can paint over here a little bit. Yeah, so that's it guys. So as you can see, this is before, after. I love the result, and you can see how this simple layer can do a huge difference. Can really change the process to level 1 to So now the fun part is to add some fake bokeh overlay to the photo to make the photo look more interesting. And to do that, basically let's go to create a layer that contain all the layer below with holding Control, Alt, Shift, and press E on your keyboard. So now we created a a layer that contain all the layer below. So we can go to half in process because we are not done yet. Half process. All right, so now I'm gonna remove this bokeh because I'm gonna add a different bokeh. So I'm just gonna use a spot healing brush tool to remove it, and simply you can remove it here. All right, so now after we remove the bokeh, any extra bokeh if you have, you can just remove it to add some fake bokeh in the background. All right, guys. So now I have this package, including around 10 high-resolution bokeh. So I'm gonna use 2 of them. If you're interested to get the whole package, the link will be in the description. All right, guys. So I'm going to use number 7 and number 5. I'm gonna open both of them. And now what I'm going to do basically here, I'm going to add some blur to this bokeh. All you have to do is go to blur gallery. We have field blur. So I'm just gonna add a little of blurs and add a little of light bokeh, not too much, and a little of light range to bring down to go to the left side on the light range. So pretty much like that, and click OK. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to drag and just grab it to my main layer. And the reason I'm going to do that is basically I want to go to create a reflection bokeh on her glasses, which is really effective and can make a huge difference on a photo. So pretty much like that, and click OK. And now all you have to do is just to remove that black background, is to change the normal blend to screen, and boom. So we remove the black background, and now Control T to resize it a little bit, make sure everything's fine. All right, so I'm gonna click OK, and now I'm gonna add a layer mask, and then I'm gonna remove the unnecessary part that bokeh shouldn't be there. Make sure the hardness is 0 and paint with black to remove it slightly here. Don't go with paint over her eyes, so we want to show the eyes. It's really important. All right, so pretty much like that. It's really effective, and as you can see, it's really nice. So we already done one eye, and now I'm going to do with another eye. So all you have to do is just to control, or we can say duplicate this layer with Control J, and then Control T to resize it, and then I'm gonna go to flip horizontally, pretty much like that. But you can actually you can bring back some of the bokeh here to make more realistic, like here. Yeah, so simply like that. You can also play with it as you want. You can bring back the bokeh if you want. Yeah, and actually I really love the result now. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this bokeh to the background, and all you have to do is just grab it, do the same process as I did with the first bokeh overlay, and now Control C, then make sure you go and resize the bokeh to the background to make it more realistic. Click OK, and make sure the bokeh layer is on top of them. And then all you have to do is just change the normal blend to screen. And now we only want to apply this to as a background of this portrait. So what we're gonna do, first of all, I'm gonna change the color of this bokeh to match the color between you know, the face and everything. Just want to add some more brightness, or we can say more warmness, and add a little of exposure, add some contrast, and yeah, add a little bit of highlight, and then bring down some of the clarity. Click OK, and boom. So we got the bokeh perfectly. And now what we're gonna do, basically, we're going to add a layer mask as same we did with these two bokeh overlay layer, and we're going to paint with a brush tool with a black color to remove the bokeh from over her face. So yeah, pretty much like that. And now you can pretty much remove the unnecessary bokeh that you want. Yeah, so that just like that's very easy and very effective. And as you can see, this is before and after from now on. And yeah, so I think I'm going to remove this. Control T to resize a little bit more. All right, click OK. And now we have more. Just make sure to look more realistic, and that's it. And I just want to go ahead and create another layer that contains all the layer below. So I'm just gonna play with adjustment a little bit. Just hold Control, Alt, and Shift, and then press E to create a layer that contains all the layer below. And now I'm gonna go with Final Image, and then I'm going to Filter, Camera Raw Filter, and here I just want to add a little bit of highlight. So as you can see from his photos, he kind of like to add more brightness to the face. So I just want to go ahead, so add a little bit of highlight around 25. And then we have vignette. I just want to add a little bit of vignette, not too much, around -1. And also here I want to add some sharpening, which can make a huge difference. So as you can see, a little bit of sharpening. Click OK. And alright guys, so last but not least, I just want to go ahead and use selective color. So we have red. I just want to bring down some add some cyan around the red, around 15, and also add a little of black to around -5. So yeah, that's it. And let's go to use a yellow, which you can do. We can also add a little of cyan to the yellow, as you can see before after. And yeah, so pretty much like that. Let's just play around. And yellow around -5 on the black. So yeah guys, so hopefully you like the result. This is before, after, before, after. I just want to mention that this is not 100% like his edit. He has some different tools to use. He has more abilities than me to make the great photo. This video is my own version as an inspiration for his photos. So this is my edit and the way I use tools in Photoshop to create similar look. So yeah guys, I hope you like the result and have a great time.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the video, please make sure you give a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more upcoming videos like this. Yeah, so pretty much, if you have any requests about any other photographer, you can just comment down below. I'll make a video. Hopefully, I'm gonna make a video about them.